now take a look at what the issue is for sole traders. Keeping on top of numbers, that can be one of the hardest parts of running a business. So where are small business owners falling short? And what does better financial management look like? Well, joining us is Oliver Garside from Rounded to break it down. Oliver, thanks for joining us here at AusBiz. So apparently we're into Financial Awareness Day. So that's got people thinking about money, their cash flow, businesses overall. Now you say that perhaps most sole traders don't actually have an awareness problem. What do you mean by that?
I think most sole traders know what they should be doing. The difficulty is when they're running their business day to day with no other assistance. It's building those habits that endure through a working week and over the long term that help make sure that their numbers are where they should be.
All right, so if you're trying to come up with better financial habits, what are the methods of doing that, I guess, both for employees and consumers to get a better hold of that?
Well, employees and sole traders work to different arrangements. I think that for sole traders, it's not necessarily a discipline problem. It's a structural one. And again, it's really about making sure they've got the right tools to ensure that they're claiming things like vehicle expenses and not losing out on tax deductions that they're otherwise entitled to.
All right. Well, of course, that's very much in focus given the changes we've seen to the tax treatment post-budget too, of course, Oliver. So I gather you've looked at the numbers then on what sole traders are potentially missing out on. What have you come up with?
Yeah, well, we've looked at our own data and we estimate perhaps 1.7 million sole traders in the country, of which 540,000 drive for work and could be entitled to vehicle-related deductions. And that in total we estimate, and it's our own modelling, at about $608 million in tax deductions per year. And that equates to about just over $1,100 per person if it's done correctly.
So how can small businesses actually come up with better financial management? What are the answers here?
Well, I think leveraging technology is really a key. That's one of the reasons that we built Rounded and have recently released Rounded Tracks, which is an automated way specific for sole traders to leverage an app to automatically track their vehicle-related kilometres and turn that into tax deductions that they can lodge with their tax return.
All right, so
basically building the habits.
Right. Okay. Well, as I mentioned at the top, Financial Awareness Day, I gather it's actually observed towards the end of this week. So with that in mind, what do sole traders need to be aware of? What potentially do they need to change?
Well, I think it's moving away from doing things manually. If you're juggling client work, juggling kids, juggling all of those other personal things that we have, sometimes the things like a tax logbook is not going to be front of mind and you might miss particular deductions or particular trips. So using an app like Rounded Tracks which is basically automated. It just connects to your car Bluetooth or uses movement awareness to trigger tracking a trip. It logs all your trips automatically, so it removes the need to really be consciously thinking about those sort of small things, and will ensure that come the end of the financial year, all of your business trips have been logged and they're automatically turned into a tax deduction.
Sounds like some space there for the use of AI, essentially.
Well, yeah, AI is part of it, but again, it's really about having tools that are fit for purpose. And so we believe that for sole traders specifically, investing in making sure that you have the right tools, the right accounting software, the right vehicle tracking software will ensure that nothing falls through the gaps. And obviously AI is increasingly a big part of that.